brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
little chance for a marker now. Cerillion with a magnificent equaliser.
Cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture and results from top league them na Europe. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45, as you self will get a chance for add your voice to the program.
Good morning and welcome to another edition of the program Sports Update Extra, where they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. And I'm Jaffa Mans Davis. Now, this edition of the program, and today inside this edition of the program, we look at updates from the Salon Football Association and SEF. We go so much to pay attention to the Save the Beach organization and Bendus Drive community, where then they organized the grand final on Saturday, and you will know more about this grand final inside the program, as we expect one of the organizers them inside the program. Plus also we'll give updates on different things that happen inside the international scene when it comes to sport across different disciplines inside the program Sports Update Extra. The number is 077-981-981. The number you go use, the number again 077-981-981. You can call and send text message to this number anytime we open the phone line, and say if you can be part of the program. But also, again, you can go across to social media platform on Radio Democracy, on Facebook, and also on YouTube for be part of the program. Use the comment section for add the voice to the different things that we look at inside this edition of the program. And with me now in the studio, I get Alfred Jana. With me, Alfred, good morning and welcome to this edition of the program.
Good morning, Jaffa. Good morning, listeners and viewers.
The program, they continue inside the program. We start to look at issue them inside the program, particularly the one we're going to do with football, as the Salon Football Association. They look forward for tell the public what waiting on the happen inside the association and football development as a whole. The president for the Salon Football Association, Babadi Kamara, say SLF is working now with the National Sports Authority and the Ministry of Sport for put together contract for the Leon Stars head coach Mohamed Kalon. Babadi Kamara talked this in some press engagement where he updates the public but the progress where the Salon Football Association don't make for develop football since August 2nd, 2025 election. I've been a part of this and we put this report together.
From August 2nd, 2025, both football stakeholders and the elect new executive for the Salon Football Association. Now about 5 months, 3 weeks and some days now. And from transition committee investigation, partnership agreements them with plenty other team that would on the app in football business this BNT. Accountability na one promise wey dis new executive bin make to the football sector. Na for sake of dis, make the Salon Football Association engage with the media for update the public but wetin no dey happen since the election last year. The acting general secretary for the Football Association, Mohammed Ben Simbao, start first for explain but how dem go improve the institution in strength, organize training them, and self-achieving them for the sector like
based on compliance that we have been able to meet in the last 6 months. Much talked about financial restrictions, levies on the sale of football association as of Monday, 19th of January 2024 is the team of the best. For the 5 years, FIFA have paid the full tranche of first installments payments to the Serie Football Association. Support to regional football associations. The support that have been given to the regional football associations stand at 15,000 euros per annum. As of today, I can authoritatively and confidently tell that amount has been quadrupled to 50,000 euros. This means more competition, standardized courses for administrators to increase technical development to ensure that football at every facet is covered adequately.
the acting general secretary go before for talk about the association in plan for female and grassroots football, financial opportunity dem for develop the game, and self-improve on technical expertise for give trend to quality wey dis dey draw in attention to the legal matter dem wey the FA dey look inside now, like the match fixing case with former Leon Stars player dem Aminata Bangoa in concern for sake of election outcome, with the first time president Thomas Dadi Brahma in cast appeal for pull the ban Panam. But Mighty Blackpool dem case with the FA for sake of 3 points na the last league. Now wey dem don get solution to now as e continue for explain.
Now, the final 5,000 Swiss franc then requested that we've published the final league table. Slaughter publishes the final league table. Now, the executive committee, this was brought to the attention of the executive committee by the government, and they made a decision not to go to CAS for one reason and one reason only: to save funds for the Serie Football Association and the club involved. So what we have done is very simple. The final league table had been published, but FIFA is again requested to put the final league table. I mean, it's an issue of compliance. We publish the final league table. When it's published, it will be communicated not only to FIFA but to the public as a whole.
After this update from the acting general secretary, the next thing na question 10 for the Salon Football Association president Babadi Kamara, and the first one wey reach am na about the status of Mohamed Kalon in contract with Leon Stars. From this response, SNFA independence issue with the National Sport Authority will come up for make Babadi Kamara clarify to the public, and na so e been put am. with this statement. Other question, will the Football Association president get for explain more about procurement issue them will come out from the Transitional Committee investigation this BNTM. According to the president, now one way it commits to the public, say they will make sure say they do proper investigation for no outside the cup of goal and use the law for punish people in institution where the slow development of football in the country. For the society for the democracy, Jaffa Mans Davis, they report.
The program, good morning. Beg your pardon, the program Sport Update Extra they continue, and inside the program we studio guests between now inside the program. Fambul, I hope you don't listen to some of the things that will come out inside the SLFA updates, but waiting on the happen for football business for develop the game and self for push different things them will go up for strengthen the football sector in the country. The program they continue inside the program. Fambul earlier I've been telling us today we focus on discussion. They look at Beach Road Football Association and preparation of the grand finale as they expect for host two Giants community dance on Saturday the 24th of January 2026, and down we get Tijan, we are one of the organizers them for this association, for giving more update but how things stand like, particularly when it comes to preparation. Good morning Tijan, and welcome to the program Sports Update Extra.
Thank you very much, Jaffa. Good morning listeners. Good morning Jaffa once more again.
Thank you for joining me today inside this edition of the program. Before we can look at preparation, Terry, how this edition of this competition sound like?
This competition is the second edition where we depart really going with and successful now. Now the final they try for end by Saturday by going power. We don't get meeting with the two teams them, the two finalists them. We then agree with how to negotiate how much the first man will get, how much the second man will get. So we still on the preparation for tomorrow about the security, how the security they for Talek na the particular venue back again. So we still on different things unfold na the area.
Okay, so now look at the competition itself. How much team they take part?
We get 22 teams will take part for the competition, and only two finalists will be guests now. Now the final stage now, the two finalists will get Juba Pavilion, the take on Lumley All Stars.
Okay, but even with the one there, so in previous competition where this association on the host, one team be very constant when at the Beach Road community. This trip they're not able to make them to the final. What in this talk about una independence and how much una push fairness in the game?
This talk about a lot for the community as a host nation. The semi-final let me go out, and so let me so feel as the host nation fully go out past semi-final. Now the one to the host nation don't take them now to the grand final, so it will be easy for the boys and for the community, but still they take arts, they still control themselves.
No, I talk about una as organizer. What do you talk about how much una they push fairness in the game?
We still put fairness in the game, just like within a measure to you, Jaffa. We still put fairness on the game, so we still on a small.
Yes, you still talk about refereeing and going further. give it some update, but then two teams there, so in particular, Juba Pavilion and Lumley All Stars.
As I can tell you, them two teams as well, easy to meet up on the group stage. You saw for Juba Pavilion. We get for meet up in opponents by the group stage. We Juba Pavilion, we get for draw for the first leg. Then now the second leg, Juba Pavilion, we get for can be 2-0. Just the same to Lumley All Star and Benemu Community. First leg the same thing. Benemu get for beat Lumley All Star. Then second leg again. Then Lumley All Star can be Benemu over 7-1. Maybe say that game may not be easy and all be take place. Where they give one of the player, when are the key player and the team red card. Begin for counting lots of chaos. The game begin to break. Something like 10 to 15 minutes with the para issue where someone is said the ball not red card, someone is said the ball not red card. But the referee also with the tango, the referee association when a cabia where they put for some referees them and the referee they put the situation on control.
Okay, so this is a lot of work ever happen, particularly with what you want to expect. But this one, the grand final location they change.
No, na the same location, the grand final ever take place na the Osaso Playfield, Beach Road, or you can say Sima Compound, or the short way we reach chapter 1, just ask for the Beach Road field, then we'll show you there.
Okay, for the final, what's the cost?
The cost of the final, I tell you, na the cost of the final.
It's also about issues where we make people be one for storm the field, particularly in the build-up of what will lead to the final. How what is demand from the field, particularly for this final?
Well, we demand, I just don't get meeting with the referee boss, when I referee Kabia for leg, we know I go put things for in full for the final, because the final, get for easy, because the two teams, they will go final. They get for expect much from the referee, so back on them, meet with the two teams, them, now they have until we soon need a referee, they say, they will control the game, so don't meet with Kabia. Kabia, I show you, say, well, this referee for give me, this referee will control the game, because the semi-final, be easy for me, just like I tell you, be easy for the referee. But tell God, thank you. The game goes successfully. Wait till tell God thank you again. Let me just say thank to the chairman for the Beach Road Football Association when I chairman Shasu, because if not for you, like the semi-final, it never be easy for me. Because the perimeter fence, as I can tell you, Jaffa, where the game stop for the 5 to 10 minutes, it not be easy for me. But we not be there for let the fans for the get way for come inside the pitch. So the team is just between the players them and the referee, so we get for amend them with the organizer then. So no alarm will take place, because if perimeter fence will be there, now be different level for the only. But then not for we talk about final, for we talk about other team. But we also tell the chairman we below this perimeter fence will make alarm unable occur inside the pitch. He just be left to the player, then therefore resolve unto themselves, then the game carry on again. Okay,
how turn up of fans then, Talek? Because in the first edition, the number not be very much encouraging, but this one, you talk about 22 or 24 teams
22
will take part in this league. How fans then turn up for this season competition?
Well, the number of the fans then on enough it happened to, because the field, just like what they say in the second edition, is the field not too popular, but the field, as I can tell you, the field standard. But fans then not too know that pitch, so it's like we try for build up the field for the people used to the field. But now this semi-final to the quarter-final, it will not be better small. More like this last one and this last semi-final, the field be so congested, as I can tell you. A congestion will not be really easy for me. And then they will not be there with security. But manage the situation, and that will be happening due to the youths in the area. Then we help me, the situation will be able to come down.
So when it comes to as an association for go to this competition, what is our challenge then?
We're facing a lot of challenge at the competition. As I can tell you, we don't get sponsor. So now we're at the third edition. We don't expect for better marks for sponsor. So facing a lot of challenges, as I can tell you, Jaffa, because I will let the final talent for the final a colorful. As I can tell you now, we get for give all the players them medals. We get for give the players the medal. The two teams that we go final. So we get a lot of challenges there. We don't get sponsor. So for this particular, unless at the third edition, better marks don't come in for the sponsor with the third edition, then we thank the Save the Beach, then still winner Omar, then come on, small help of the challenges that we're facing in the field.
Okay, continue for still 3 inside the program 077-981-981. Now the number you go use 077-981-981. You can call now for make your contribution and add a voice to the different thing to look at inside this edition. The number again 077-981-981. Now the number you go use, and the time from the studio clock now 10:21. And at this point, fam, we will take this break. When we come back, we continue the program.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra, where they come to you live from Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from Monday to Friday, as you will get detailed discussion and analysis on team them like football,
Little chance for a marker now. Cyrillion with a magnificent equaliser.
cricket, with other sporting discipline them, plus policy statements them.
Having overt conflict that will affect the sport, the legislation gives us the powers to deregister you.
And international sports news, fixture, and results from top league them na Euro. So, for just 45 minutes every day, listen to Sport Update Extra on Radio Democracy 98.1 FM from 10 o'clock morning to 10:45, as you self will get a chance for add your voice to the program.
The program Sports Update Extra, they continue 077-981-981. Now the number you go use 077-981-981. Famble, you can call now for make a contribution and add a voice to the program 077-981-981. Call now and make your contribution as the program Sports Update Extra, they continue, and they come to you from the Society for Radio Democracy 98.1 FM. We will be in Canton at this edition. Famble, my name na Jaffa Mans Davis, and the phone line still open 077-981-981. The number again 077-981-981. At any time from now, Famble, we go join with colleague for giving more updates on the international scene and make way for updates on her. And so we go look at international updates of the program at any time from now, as we don't get Alfred Jana, which we will join you inside the program now. Alfred, good morning and welcome to the program again.
Yes, Jaffa, good morning listeners, good morning viewers. We go straight inside with international updates. First, we start with football with transfer rumor. Fulham remain in talks for Manchester City, Oscar Bob. Brighton and Hove Albion centre-back Diago Kopala, they attract interest from League One club Paris FC. Trinity Rodman don't be the highest female footballer in the world after we signed a record 3-year contract with Washington Spirit. FIFA President Gianni Infantino praised England fans when he give a speech in the World Economic Forum in Switzerland. Usain say no British nationals not be arrested during the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. Rangers record the first win now this year Europa League. Manchester United ready for open talk with Kobe Mino over a new contract. Tottenham Hotspur don't sign fullback Souza from Brazilian side Santos. Manchester United don't confirm say Casemiro go left the club this summer when in contract will expire this year. Jaffa, now this and all other get for you.
Well, plenty, thank you for the updates. Still on the international scene, we will still come and look at many other issues. Then we get a whole lot of issues them at the international scene, but to start first with results them from the UEFA Europa League inside where we played yesterday, as we been get a lot of good results them for some teams, or as you know go say the same But the action will be start with Bologna against Celtic. We've been get a 2-2 draw, even where Celtic get one red card. And Brann been play against Midtjylland, but then have been get a 3-3 draw. Fenerbahce lost to a Jadon Sancho header for Aston Villa by a 1-0. Feyenoord have been thrashed Stromgras by 3-0. And Maccabi Tel Aviv be bowheads to Freiburg inside the UEFA Europa League. Malmo FF lost to Crvena Zvezda, and PAOK been similar to get a 2-0 thrashing of Real Betis. Victoria Pleasant with red card been settled to a 1-1 draw with FC Porto. Young Boys Sef lost to Lyon by a 1-0. AS Roma been get a 2-0 victory against Stuttgart. Nottingham Forest with red card lost to Braga by a 1-0. And Celta Vigo been get a 2-1 victory against Lille. Dynamo Zagreb been get 4-1 victory against FCSP. Ferencváros been hold up to a 1-1 draw with Panathinaikos, whilst Nice been thrash Go Ahead Eagles by 3-1. And Rangers have been storm Ludogorets with 1-goal victory after they able to get their first win inside the UEFA Europa League. Salzburg been get a 3-1 victory against Basel, and Utrecht been lost to Genk by 2-0. Well, that's waiting have been the results for yesterday. But across Europe, the fixtures that we go play for today, we go for see Paris go play against Auxerre. Now the French League 1, and Serie A go see Inter Milan engage Pisa, whilst La Liga go get Elche against Levante. And but on Saturday the action they continue with a whole lot of very, very interesting fixtures. Them West Ham Sunderland at the Premier League will start at 12:30. Burnley Tottenham go get go play at 3 o'clock. Same for Fulham Brighton, Manchester City Wolves, and Bournemouth versus Liverpool at 5:30. But then when it comes to other leagues, the catch of the week, Como go play Torino, and Fiorentina go play against Cagliari, and we go come a little bit later to the local fixtures them for Saturdays and Sunday. But then for La Liga, again for Real Madrid go play against Villarreal, Espanyol, they play against Valencia, while Seville they play against Athletic Bilbao. On Sunday, some very interesting picks on Sunday. The pick of the week for Sunday will be, of course, Arsenal against Manchester United na the Emirates. But then earlier towards that, we will see Brentford, Nottingham Forest, Crystal Palace, Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa. And then inside other leagues, them the picks of the week, Juventus will play against Napoli, and then AS Roma go engage AC Milan. That's now for the Serie A. But Barcelona go play against Real Oviedo, and Atletico Madrid will play against Mallorca. That's not some of the fixtures them who go for expected over the weekend. But coming to the local side, we go for look at the Leeuwarden Premier League. Of course, actions we don't start now the Leeuwarden Premier League on Wednesday. Also, FC Cologne will thrash Port Authority by 3-0, and the action will go for continue with a whole lot of other fixtures. Then it will start on Friday. Also, all Edwardians going to engage Star Sports Academy on Saturday. I beg your pardon. All Edwardians go play against Star Sports Academy at the SLFA ground, and FCFC, African City Football Club, go play against Mighty Blackpool on Saturday. But that one they go up on a approved school. Go Rangers go engage Loawa FC in the Book Coronation Field on Saturday, and Cambo Eagles go lock on with Abacha City at the Kenema Town Field on Saturday. Sunday fixtures go start with Bantal FC, where they welcome some starts to approved school na Freetown, and Bible Warriors where they entertain Wilberforce Strikers na the Newport Local Town Field. Bulom Stars self go look forward for start Monday on a fine footing as they go play against Diamond Stars And Eastern Lions on Tuesday will play against Slifa Football Club. That's now what we expect inside the Leon Premier League. But then for the Marampama Instruments Premier League, Venbok will engage Rising Queens, and on Saturday all the female Premier League games in the play at 10:45, and Ramke go play against Ashentonians Football Club. Mena Queens Sef go engage Patricia Umu, and the Mogbemo Queens go play on Sunday against Malema Queens at the Book Coronation Field. Ceylon Police, the SLFA Academy on Sunday go play against Koya Queens, and FC Kalon will engage Kaunla Queens na the approved school field on Sunday at 10:45. Well, that's all the updates we'll get inside the program. And so the phone line is open now. Call and make your contribution, but how you go want to be part of the Save the Beach and the Beach Road Intercommunity Championship Grand Finale. We will play on Saturday the 24th of January 2026, I beg your pardon. And the program, they continue 077-981-981. We open and take the first call inside the program. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good fine. How you, Well, I think you don't get the wrong line. The program, they continue 077-981-981. This now Radio Democracy 077-981-981. And the number you could use to be part of this edition and add a voice to the different thing they will look at inside this edition. I come to you again, Tijan. A lot don't be talked about, and this one, one of the most anticipated final, where opposing communities them and the organizers obviously get for maintain the grounds, because from what we see inside the semi-final and how fans and storm the ground, we expect to see a lot of people there. Una ready for bear the heat?
Yes, ready for bear the heat. Just something I can tell you from Yaso, the Google meeting with the LUC from the Nomley police station, because this time around we never take careless again like the semi-final, because we thought and say the two teams they will come and I'm not going to happen. But we don't forget that same confidence from Yaso, we meet with the LSC from the Nomley police station. Lord, we see how they help put some security in the place. Although the Juba guys they also actually, because now Sujamani they can't play, them back say they never come. Although by then they say we that final play, the semi-final play, then help put some of the security them make up with the Juba guys. But now until they go the final, still we not see them for help with some security. We them back for cabits.
So with this, just for make again, our people they pay and waiting if you person no go for this final, waiting they miss.
Well, Java, as I can tell you, this final person will get a lot of miss, because we have for colorful, as I can tell you now, we have to give lots of certificates for the best player, the best young players. We get it for different things we get for give, because when I look at league boy, as I can tell you, we look at league, we give for the copy from Kufa. So we get for the only thing. So if you don't go, you get lots we get for miss any entrance fee, you get for big news.
Okay, so you don't watch all the semi-final there, man. For them two teams there, who's one of the big player them we would expect for see?
As I can tell you, Nomley All-Star, because they are just different players from different way inside, and the Juba Pavilion, the guy take from the community, so the Nomley All-Star gets a lot of big zooms, and I can tell you they get one or two big player they wouldn't get for use and wouldn't be used for all and game them. But when you go able to see, because now you don't have a name for a person, because this is a final, you can yes, maybe it work out different squad. So you know for name for person, I can tell you all the match they play, they get a lot of big stars they would use than for the Nomley All-Star. But the Juba guys, they also use their own boys them and the community.
So with this, what are the message we want to send to community people we go on for be part of this one, particularly for avoid issues we go stall the match, violence and things like that?
So we still send peace message to the two teams, and we run the meeting with them, just like I can tell you, we run meeting with them, tell them how the competition they carry on, just the only thing again, we tell them the important time, because we can get issue on money to them back, so we don't eat the strict thing for the important time, say 4 o'clock all the time for assembly, because we get a lot of things we get for the kick-off, for other people enjoy the watch of them 10 news, so then they are not strict, so they say the kick-off time where they start 4:15. the game for start, because the person who can late, so we don't can play Intellius and final, and don't can enjoy the watch of Intellius, so we don't put through that, we don't tell supporter, but the preach message will tell and say we don't want to allow Paris tournament, and we don't get any game for postpone, we don't get the final for postpone, so we the count to supporter them, tell them let them be peaceful. And a peaceful side they come, and also we get the boys, just like I can tell you, the boys in the community, they need to take and less. There's still nobody in the community area for Camp Paul, the stadium, so we happy for the boys in. We get the boy in Chairman, who can call few. Now they need to take and less. We say one camp, we can make an alarm at the stadium. They say no, they need to take down the last one set and get for help. So we still tell them kudos for that help they do for the community.
Okay, continue for still to inside the program. Fumble all way and all eyes turn to Bendus Drive or Sasso Field on Saturday for just telling you to be part of a very exciting final as Juba go play against Lumley All Star, and then they're going to be very, very electrifying grand final where Yusuf not go on for miss myself go today, and we go similar so able for be part of this edition of the program, and we'll come back to with other studio guest Alfred Jana. Alfred, you don't see, you give you a lot of things in the international scene, but then a lot of big matches and they inside for witness over the weekend. What are the message?
Well, Jaffa, the biggest match we get for play will be on Sunday, because that one day we get for series with Arsenal up against Manchester United, and that one day the fans therefore actually hope for CC then things to win, especially comes to Arsenal, because so now we are the league leaders and we want for continue or for maintain the winning streak so that we'll be able for crown champion at the end of the season. But again, Manchester United, they want to create because they will beat Manchester City. That's 2-0. They still get that pace to play against Arsenal. And they tell them say we defense and well cemented with players and when they know how to play the ball. For instance, we get him and Calafilo will get the injury so far now he don't grab. He's fully fit now according to one of the headlines that have been hit from Sky Sports. Calafilo is ready, and Saliba, Jaren Timber, and even William Saliba with Gabriel Magalhaes, they're all ready for play against Manchester United. So coming Sunday 4:30, let for be a nice one. And as you rightly mentioned again, another headline about Casemiro, we actually after the end of the season go left and go, and I think in gonna either Saudi Arabia or in return in home country. So Casemiro is one of the players they made on the actually play fine ball since the days of Real Madrid and come now Manchester United, and they contribute greatly. Just that in football, there will be a time when you as a player you will actually retire or you return back, which says for say you actually able for cope with the system. But Casemiro is one of the players that I believe say he don't actually play football, he don't win all of it for win except the World Cup, but in actually now the verge for win. And again Mickey van der Ven, another player, we a Tottenham player himself, according to one of the headlines, and for actually left Tottenham, but according to Thomas Frank, he say Mickey van der Ven and get 2 years contract left with the club. So I believe say after the end of the season they go try for me so say they put on a table and they try for add in year with the left with them.
Okay, a lot of things are going to happen, but then before we go, I come to you again, Tijan. Now, I believe say ahead of this one, you don't go to the community, don't meet the one the way they begin, then 2 teams there. So, what's the feeling from the 2 camps? This feeling from the 2 camps, how do they feel about this final and how much already?
As I can tell you, we're not going to the 2 community then. We only don't preach to them the message for them to and support them. But just like this, as I mentioned again, for me also I will make sure say that church one of the community, because now when I do the pavilion, I see what they carry on and then camp also just like what they have so the Latin about the same message, because then I will label them. Although the Lumley All-Star, now some guys away from themselves calling Lumley All-Star, we know say they're not going to get that kind of chaos, but we label them when I name here, so we still get problem with them for the security problem. Let them help we still go happen to them at Juba. Let them help some soldier man them when they go camp at the final for able control and support them. And also about the one year star, now let them be okay with them. But at the Juba Pavilion Garden now they will still go meet and talk to them. Say now when they come this are the message one of the culture to support them. Yeah, we want another Paris tournament. And now the second edition. The first edition will not be to another no team, no threats. Just like the third edition, one can show the same thing happen.
Okay, continue. Plenty thank you, Johnny, today inside this edition of the program. Sports Update Extra, and we come to you from the Society for the Democracy 98.1 FM. My name is Jaffa Mans Davis. So the next edition for Sports Update will happen on Sunday. We will give you update about how the final passed. Melbourne Canton at this edition, my name is Jaffa Mans Davis, and so we say plenty thank you to Alfred Jana and also to Tijan will be part of this edition and give you update about how things get for Talek for the grand final will go happen on Saturday now the Osasofield Bendus Drive. Also I've been on the work closely with DJ Schoolface. We give you technical support so make gonna get to live from a different radio sets them. Fatmata Samoa make gonna see you live na Facebook. So till next edition, goodbye.
Brace up yourself and ready for another sports program. That na Sports Update Extra.